Oh, that's actually a really good, that reminds me of another quality of Jimmy's, which is they have spent their lives sort of monetizing potential. Like they're going through life just selling people on how all the greatness that can come about if you partner up with me. If my ship comes in, everything's just going to be great. I'm going to make it big. Everything's going to be fantastic. And so, yeah, our incomes combined is probably not. He's probably not talking about the actual income that he's bringing to the relationship, but this amorphous idea of how you're going to make him better by your wonderful feminine energy that's going to inspire him to do great things in the world. And this is unlikely to happen.
You can tell by looking at him that he's got big things. He's got the potential.
So much potential. And if you find yourself consistently, being drawn to wastrels and going out on dates with wastrels, it's likely because you kind of are, you either don't understand or you don't want to accept the essential dynamics at the heart of the romantic interaction, and particularly what should be driving your online strategy, which is to not go. You don't want to be swiping yes on the guys who are immediately getting you excited, because that's going to continue to lead you down this path. So you want to provide opportunities for quality men to win you over with repeat exposure, and that's going to include guys that you're not necessarily they don't have the shaggy hair in the profile photo. They're not posing with their guitar on the wall. They don't have some sample of poetry that they've written that they want to share with you. They're not wooing you with French art. Like all of these things, they're all very exciting, but they're all telltale signs that you're dealing with a washed up Jimmy, which nothing worse than a washed up Jimmy.
There's nothing finer than listening to Jen riff on this one. It's beautiful.
I know what I speak. Let's just say.
Jen, you don't have any issues about this at all.
I spent years in the online dating world, particularly in Boston and Seattle, falling into this trap over and over and over again. So yeah, learn from my mistakes.
Do what I say, not what I do.
Exactly. That's what I'm here for.
All right.
Well,
yes.
Lo and behold, I got a voicemail. I got a voicemail from Washed Up Jimmy, who had some interesting things to say to you, Dr. Hawk and Dr. Lyles. So I've queued it up in I sent you guys a link. So please press play.
Yeah, hi. This is Jimmy, the guitar player from Canada. And I just wanted to let you know that I was very offended by some comments that were made about Jimmy's on the podcast a few weeks ago. Some of us really do have a lot of potential, and it seemed like you were questioning our intelligence. And I don't think the fact that I had to look up the word wastrel in the dictionary means that I'm lacking as such, because every other Jimmy I know had never heard of the word either. So, and it says here, Webster's defines it as a wasteful or good-for-nothing person. And I just think, with all the potential that I have, there's no way that could be true, and my mom agrees with me. And also, it says it could mean a waif or a neglected child, and I can tell you that those chili cheese dogs at the open mic, they don't eat themselves. And I'm 35, so I'm not a child or a waif. And I just think an apology is in order. Thanks.
Well, I suppose apologies where they are owed. Clearly, there's a bell curve of potential. And we are dealing here with a very high potential Jimmy. So all apologies are due. I stand corrected.
That was very cool. That was well done. Yeah, that's a first class Jimmy right there. We got a really great one. All good.